Americans like Turks. They do like them. This is especially true of those who have come to Turkey, and even more so of those who have lived among the Turks. If I might mention my own history, I first came here in 1967. In 1967, I believed all the things that I've told you today. I believed the Turks killed the Armenians. I believed that Turkey was a dangerous place. I believed all those things. Maybe I came because I thought it was a dangerous place. I believed all that until I began to meet Turks. The men and women I worked with were decent, friendly human beings. And others, people in this audience, people in America, people all over Europe, people have had the same experience. Through books and articles, and especially by knowing Turks, people will begin to see the truth. Of course, knowing and liking today's Turks will not prove to anyone the Turks did not commit genocide in 1915. What it will do is begin a process of questioning, a process of wondering, of asking yourself, these are good people. How could they have done the sort of things that people say they did? Once these questions are asked, people of goodwill will begin to honestly investigate history. And once they lose their prejudices and begin to look for the truth, they will find the truth. There are many in America and in Europe who know the Turks and want the best for Turkey. These men and women are in governments and among the people. They want to know the truth and want to spread the truth to others. They need help. They need honest studies of history, books they can recommend to their children's teachers, books that show the greatness of Turkish history. They need 10, 20, 100 books that prove that the Turks did not commit genocide. Another 100 books that show the sad history of the genocide that was done to the Turks. I'm glad to say that much is being done today that I would never have believed would be done. The Turks today realize the dangers of the Armenian nationalist campaign. Universities and scholars all over Turkey are taking seriously the study of relations between the Turks and the Armenians. And these are not just professors in Istanbul and in Ankara, but they're in Erzurum, Sparta, Van, all over Turkey. Nothing but good can come of this. But there is also a danger. It might be believed that a few years of hard work will solve the problem. Then, when European and American politicians still pass false and stupid resolutions, when many Europeans and Americans still believe long-held delusions about the Turks, then the temptation will be to forget the whole thing. The temptation will be to say there is nothing to be done, can't do anything, and to retreat once again into a sterile policy of silence. If that occurs, all will be lost. We must take the long view. The active campaign against the Turks began more than 100 years ago. It has had more than a century to poison the minds of Europe and America. Defeating the lies will not be quick or easy. Those who would see the truth recognized will have to expect many years of struggle. But there is no choice but to fight that fight. This is not a problem that will go away if it is ignored. That has been tried, and the result is the situation we have today. If those who wish to see the truth triumph do not continue the fight, your children will live in a time when the world, not only the Armenian nationalists, the world will demand that your children first pay great sums of money to the children of others, then to give away Kars, Erzurum, and Van to the Armenian Republic. Make no mistake, this is a war of the heart and the mind, but a war. However, the conflict is not primarily about what happens in your time and in my time. It is about what will be believed in 20, 30, 100 years from now. It is about what will be taught to my grandchildren. And it is about the lives of your grandchildren. It is about whether my people, the Americans, and the rest of the world will finally know the truth. It will be a long campaign, and there will be no quick results. But it will be a war worth fighting, not simply for political benefit, not only to save Kars and Van for Turkey, but so that the truth will ultimately be known. And the truth is one thing that is always worth fighting for. Thank you.
Şimdi soru yönlendirme masasını takdim etmek istiyorum. Soru yönlendirme masasında geçmiş dönem guvernörümüz Profesör Selçuk Somer, İktisat bilimcisi Doçent Doktor Metin Berk, genç kuşak değerli televizyon yöneticisi Avukat Noterler Muhtela Güven Açık,